Hello, hello. Welcome to teamfortress.tv. My name is xattuu. Today we'll be bringing you froyotech versus Mad Luxurious. I got my co-caster Just Jazz here from all the way down under, joined by Looster on the camera. How you doing, man?
Good day, everyone. I'm doing quite well. Very excited to see some RGL invite action going on here. Froyotech versus Mad Luxurious, man. It's going to be a Mad Luxurious night. I'm kicked back 3 a.m. Or 3 p.m. in the afternoon here, just ready to see some sick frags. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm not doing bad. I just got home from work, so ready to watch some TF2 and see what's going on. So right now we're looking at two teams in RGL invite. Froyotech, of course, you guys all know them. You love them. Top seeded team in the moment in the bracket. Looking forward to their playoff run at LAN. As we are going to go live, we got real quick rundown of the rosters. We got Lucrative on Medic, Paw Dog on I believe Soldier, Oki on Soldier as well, with Vadi Demo, Howard, and Nate Scouts. And meanwhile on Froyotech side we got Eric and Banny on Scouts, Blaze and Yomps Soldier. Welcome back, Yomps. Cookie Jake on Medic, and Habib on Demo. Take us to this first bit.
Yeah, well, I'm watching Habib's point of view, and he's getting early stickies over on Big Door. Their meta's actually trapped in Big Door. He's gone down already. That's 2 picks on the side of Froyotech, and now you're going to have to see Mad Luxurious. They're going to have to get frags or get out. Well, they picked up Yomps, but they dropped 4 players in the process, so you're just going to see Vadi and Scooter just get the heck out of Dodge. That's a really convincing first mid for on the side of Froyotech. And now you're just going to see them start taking space into second. Khabib's got everything trapped off, just pressuring Vadi from upstairs. And yeah, that's a quick mid to second. Now they're taking control of lobby. Very convincing. You're going to see Paul Dog try to get in, though. He's going to get dropped by Habib. His pipe's as deadly as ever. And we're going to see the first Uber push so early on, 2 minutes into the game. So we're going to use through. Habib early stickies out, traps the other team in their spawn, but now they're faded.
Body's gonna get a scout behind him. There's already a scout on point. No stickies on the point as well as the scout's just gonna escape. Banny's gonna be in lower. He's gonna get some spammed out. The Uber didn't really get any kills. They got that kill earlier in lobby, but no other kills after the Uber. Banny's still alive in lower. He does eventually go down after doing a lot of damage to both the soldier and the scout in water. And we're gonna see a
blind
30%.
jet. A blind debt. Habib picks up one of the scouts for Mad Luxurious, but he's gonna get caught out here.
He's gonna go down eventually. Yeah, both soldiers are gonna take him down between Paul Dog and Oki, and they're gonna have this full Uber charge. Only 50% here for Cookie Jake. He's gonna have to back up as the Uber's gonna come in shortly. There is a sniper on the side of Yomps right now, so not a lot of soldier spam, but Blaze is very close to this choke there. Are taking a lot of damage on the side of Melux. Oki's gonna come in from drop down as Blaze goes forward. He does force the
gonna get forced out.
Does not look very good.
Well, it's been two quick Ubers in 2 quick succession. That last push was a bit scuffed. They didn't get the frags they need. They ended up dropping 2 players, and then they just get pushed back into mid. They give up mid here, but now they've got a full Uber advantage on the side of Froyotech. So the question is how they're going to take this. They do still have Yomps up on the Sniperman class, looking for that first peek, looking for that little entrance, but Banny's gonna say, like, you know what, let's just go in. Let's just go in. We're gonna clear some stickies. We're gonna start taking the space that we need anyway. There is a lurking soldier from under the point.
Habib's
Is he gonna get
anything?
He does not get anything. He gets cleaned up. Yeah, Habib gonna try to get some space as well. They get 2 frags, so that's 2 good frags, but the Ubers look like they are going to even out. Yomps is still on the sniper as well. We'll see how we go on that. So now we have an even Uber situation with Froyo pushing into second. It's a good game so far. It's only been 3 minutes.
Body shot goes on to 2 health, and is actually going to be able to keep kept alive by his medic here. Still 2 down on the side of Mad Lux as they just now are getting their spawns, and they're gonna have the sniper pressuring from Big Door. A lot of pressure actually right now on the Vadi from the scout and soldier as the soldier comes in through choke, and Vadi's actually gonna go down. He's gonna get dropped by his medic. Still the sniper on the side of Froyotech though, as Paul Dog's gonna get piped. Looks like we're gonna try to take a trade here on Ed. He's gonna run forward, get a lot of damage onto Habib. Eventually the Uber's gonna get forced out. Scout's gonna look like he's gonna go behind. Oh, he even flashed the sniper to keep him alive. So still 6 up on the side of Froyotech. Oh, Blaze went down, excuse me. So 6 up on the side of Mad Lux. Banny's gonna go down as well as Oki's gonna try to get in through choke. He's gonna get dropped by Eric. Looks like Mad Lux is trying to push in through Big Door here, but Ed can actually
the headshot! Tom's going huge, but it doesn't matter because they dropped 3. It dropped 3. It's just Cookie Jake backpedaling all the way to their spawn. Oh
that
my
was
god.
that was absolute nuke from Body and his soldiers there. I can't believe that Luca just stayed alive. He was so deep into the big door there, and he surrounded by stickies and spam, and he was able to somehow sneak his way out of there. That was wild by him. Insane.
Massive damage.
Lucrative.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see Mad Luxurious start taking space up here on second. They have an even Uber situation. A lot of the players are going to be flooding themselves into River at the moment. Meanwhile, froyotech, they've just got the Pyro off class up on last at the moment, but Lucrative is actually going to get, they've got Munch Ad at the moment, and it looks like they're just going to take this in, but Cookie Jake has just gotten his Uber, they haven't used yet, and then they're going to focus, Banny goes down. It's 2 players down on the side of froyotech. The Uber does come out from Cookie Jake. They're going to salvage this, it looks like, because Lucrative does go down for Mad Luxurious. But looks like they're going to recommit. Okiwaka looks like he's trying to go water. Paulson? No, sorry.
Oh, they get on the Cookie Jake. Cookie Jake gets dropped by Okiwaka there. He's getting some time on the point here. The spawns come in on the side of froyotech, and they're just in time to block the point. It gets a new one by Yomps, and he saves the round for his team. Cookie Jake does go down there, and Ed's going to run back.
Back, baby. He's like, no, this is my point. I'm not going to give that up anytime soon. Welcome back, Yomps, to froyotech. That was another really just close last right there. You know, just came. The frags were coming out. You know, could have gone either way, but Yomps, you know, just comes in, drops a couple rockets on them, and you know, salvages further. But they are going to have about 10% ad here. Mad Luxurious is because the net did go down a little bit earlier than Cookie Jake. Be interesting to see if they push off of this. They're really keen to push off of that last 10% ad, and with the rate that they're building, it's not just going to be 10% ad, it's going to be about 20 or 30% ad, because froyotech, they really have not been building all that well. They do have Banny up on the engineer class. Eric is on Pyro.
There's a soldier in wood right now. They got to be careful they don't get flanked from behind, as the Uber does come out immediately onto the demo here. They're going to try to focus down the gun. The Pyro's on the wrong side from the gun, not able to reflect the spam away. We do have 2 going down on the side of Mad Lux, so it looks like this is another fail last push, and they don't have to escape as Lucrative does go down. It's just Ed on point and Oki escaping in River. He's going to get hunted down by Blaze, though. You see some goalie watch second MGE going on, but Blaze is going to opt out of that to go grab a health back.
Back and forth. This is what all American invite level TF2 is like. It's I gotta be watching more often, man. This is intense already. No shade at Osborne, because I love my boys out there. But yeah, so we're gonna see Cookie Jake's got basically full Uber advantage, and Mad Luxurious is recognizing this. They're playing very passive over in their choke.
There's a sniper in forward spawns.
There's snipers in forward spawn.
Yeah, Ed's on sniper in forwards, but the aggression from froyotech's gonna come through big door immediately. Oh, he drops! He back spawned into the second forward and gets a shot onto Cookie Jake. That's
It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, because they did drop 3 in that fight. All it is they've got the demo, they've got their scout up, and they're in really bad positioning. No man's land. They're going to go down. Froyo cleans up, and the meds are only just going to be spawning now. So we're going to see what's going to amount to an even Uber situation here. But even then, if you're pushed all the way back on last, you know, there's only so much you can do. So we're going to see Froyo start taking up space in lobby. Everything's clear here. They're like, all right, let's get in positions. Let's start building. Let's figure out what we're going to do with this. And if you look, Mad Luxurious actually does have an engineer up. They've got a gun somewhere. Habib is just going to try to spam it out. Habib spams it out. Now they have no gun.
Yeah, that was Yomps. I don't know if you noticed this. That's equipped the shotgun. He's your worst pub soldier nightmare with the Gibbous on. Shotgun equipped. Hasn't unlocked the gunboats yet. He's waddling around. He's doing the damage that he needs to get done. I don't know if you noticed it, but he was also using there's a glitch where you can actually spam rockets through this shutter door, and he was using that to actually get a lot of early damage on the sentry gun. Blaze does go down trying to make a play here. We do have a scout on the point right now. Eric's trying to edge the point, but he's going to make the entire team turn around and look at him. No other aggression after that, says there's 2 scouts stuck in water right now. Banny does go down. Yeah. Oki Trade's trying to feed onto Cookie Jake, and he's going to go down, as well as the last scout in water. So it's actually 3 down right now for the side of froyotech as their soldier just spawned. Looks like we see some aggression.
They're going to use an Uber. They don't get anything out of it. Yomps gets flash, you know, and then just getting body block and denied here. It's a really bad Uber on their part. Can they win this post fight? I'm not too convinced. He is 1 health. But he gets out. Habib's trying to spam out Shutter. And then we've got another fight. Now Bandy cleans up. There is a scout on the point. He gets cleaned up as well. They're 3 down now here. They're taking lobby. Looks like Scooter Paul Dog, I think it is going to be cleaned up as well. And it's just 2 going into this last hold. And Eric's going to be like, nope, he's going to make a beeline to the point. And that's going to be your first round for froyotech, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a really good round there from froyotech. A lot of really good aggression from Mad Lux. The Uber wasn't that bad. You know, they got the trade out, and they did manage to get some players into second, but they ended up basically losing their 1v1s, and that was what kind of won out the round for froyotech. As we go to second mid here, we see a lot of early damage here from the side of Vadi. He's going to get some good damage on the combo. We have a couple really weak players underneath for froyotech. Hoagie is going to go down, but they have both soldiers under 100 health on the low ground. Habib's trying to walk forward here as Yomps does escape up, drop down with just a sliver of HP. We see a scout really aggressive in the big door, trying to get some damage, or into choke, excuse me. He's going to get owned by Yomps' shotgun. And on the other side, Lucrative has gone down. Yep.
Yeah,
just a scout in the demo.
That was Mad Luxurious's mid to take right there. They had the frags, they had the positioning, but it all crumbles in some shape or form. Lucrative goes down, and then the players that they had. But there's going to be a big old bomb onto Cookie Jake, but he's seen this time and time again. He knew what to do. He was positioned perfectly. Doesn't even take a lick of damage. This is going to be a full Uber advantage going into last again for froyotech. And it looks like they're just wanting to be hyper aggro in classic froyotech fashion, but there's a soldier hiding up in locker. He's going to get cleaned up, and now it looks like they want to take this in through river, possibly. They're going to have to do it soon if they want to beat that last spawner, but it looks like they're just happy. They're content to just play it slow, get everybody buffed up, and now they're going to take it in. Bandy first, Habib second. They've got a gun up top left. The gun goes down. He's getting early cap time on the point, and Mad Luxurious is dropping players like flies. It's just one. It's just Paulson on the point, Paul Dog on the point. Sorry, but that's going to be another round for froyotech. A quick mid to last push from them.
Yeah, that was a really nice. Vadi to take a lot of damage in water. He actually went down before that fight even started. It's not a good look if you're trying to defend last there without a demo. And we're going to do our third middle. We're going to watch Habib here. He's going to walk forward. He's going to try to get some damage into the big door, spam all 4 pills out. Lucrative still hasn't even committed to mid yet. There's 2 stickies on the ground. He's completely locked out. Lucrative can't get into heal. He's going to try to walk forward now, but he's going to have a soldier onto him. And he's like not even able to fight them. But the scouts come back and they're actually able to deny both soldiers there. As the bomb from Paul Dog is going to go back and get a kill on the Cookie Jake.
They get Cookie Jake. It's just Yomps up, and then it's Yomps down. It's almost as if the med hiding, just chilling out in big door, is just a distraction. They're all focused on the med, and then it's like, okay, well, we can just, clean up the rest of the players. Really well played there. I don't know if the med not leaving big door was intentional, but it certainly worked out in their favor. Nothing wrong with a nice passive mid, let's be honest, folks. But now we're going to see, it's going to be a full Uber advantage for Mad Luxurious going into froyotech's last. So this is some exciting stuff. Like I said, this is NA high level TF2. I'm going to be tuning in more often, folks. So it'll be interesting to see where they take this in. They're sort of looking for their little opening point. The froyotech does have a gun up. They also have a pyro again. Pyro so deadly on this last holds. Let's be honest. But looks like they're going to commit to river. It's going to be Vadi used in first, then the scout flash. The gun has not gone down yet. Vadi's taken a lot of damage.
The gun's all the way behind the point now. They're just trying to get some scout damage onto it, but Nate's actually going to go down immediately trying to get damage on the gun. That was a terrible Uber. They had no scouting before the Uber, and they didn't know where the gun was. They didn't really know where froyotech was. They were able to just sit inside his spawn. No scout could get on the point because of that gun, and they're going to be pushing through Shutter here with a full Uber advantage on the side of Cookie Jake. He's going to take a couple of spam rockets and go down to about half health. He's going to try to get through the door without using. Lucas going to have to back up now, so he doesn't get killed in this choke. Oki's going to go down. We see a bomb here from Paul Doug, get some damage onto the point, but he's not shooting at Cookie Jake. Oh, they do drop a bomb, so Cookie Jake's going to have to use.
And he forces the Uber out. Sorry. This is just so exciting for me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're going to see this Uber exchange, and you know, Banny ends up going down with it. So now it's they've leapfrogged Ubers here. So now Lucrative has full Uber advantage. You know, Cookie Jake is just going to say, you know what? Nah, I'm going to start leaving River. Let's be prepared to leave here because
Lucrative dropped.
Oh,
The
he
soldier
dropped
down from above.
He dropped from Blaze. Massive. This is what separates the boys from the men, folks, is the ability just to get in on that med. You don't know how he gets in, but he gets in anyway. He gets the drop on med, and now froyotech can just get into mid for free because Paul Dog and Vatty they've had to back all the way out. There's no way they can fight these guys. Lucrative has just spawned, but this is a 6v3 situation. This is just, you know, let's cut our losses, get back to second, wait for spawners, because that bad situation. Top 10 TF2 players of the month right there, folks.
That was a nice play there from Blaze. He we see a really aggressive bomb here from Paul Dog. He's actually gonna force the Uber out. From Cookie Jake. The sniper goes on Forza. He's gonna back spawn out, and it looks like, oh, there's a soldier behind the river, and Blaze is actually gonna go down immediately. There's a lot of pressure on Lucrative, but he's just gonna get out to last with his team. About a 30% Uber at us. They're trying to get some pressure in the lobby. Yomps is pushing forward in through lower. He's actually getting a shotgun on the Nate, and Ed's gonna go down really low, take this 1v1 with Banny here. Banny's gonna pull out his bat, but they're just gonna back out of that fight as we got a scout on last as well behind Lucrative. Lucrative's going out there just half health. He's gonna escape there.
Wow. And now what we've got Lucrative. They've got about 70% Uber ad, but Froyo knows that they don't have the players up and that they can just take this fight dry.
Spam pipe. No.
Oh, and Cookie Jake does go down. So now Mad Luxurious can just push back out into lobby here. So this is like I said, end to end, back and forth. Body goes down, Eric goes down, Paul Dog goes down. You know, that's that demo pick's crucial because, you know, froyotech, Habib is still up. Habib is really poking this big door area.
They drop Ed here. This is not good. They're gonna have to get the Uber forced out on the side of Mad Lux. They didn't get the cap here since they dropped one of their scouts. And we're gonna see a bomb forward from Oki here. He's gonna try to get some damage in, but there's just too many players alive on the side of froyotech. Erickson coming from the flank, pick up Oki while pick up Lucrative.
The shotgun. Oh my god. What a hero. You love to see the old strats come out, folks. I'm sorry. These gunboat pockets, I don't like it. Shotgun pocket, that's a big brain play. Blaze is just gonna commit to last. He's gonna get a couple early cap time. He's gonna get a sick midi. And then he's gonna keep up cleaning up players, and he's gonna say, nah, you know what, I'm gonna play the point, win the round. And that's what he does. 3-0 Froyotech with 13 minutes remaining.
We're gonna go into our halftime here. 3 rounds to 0 for Froyotech. It wasn't as much of a role as the score might suggest, though. We did have a couple of nice plays and some attempts into last from Mad Lux, but it's just, I feel like there were a couple of times when just winning a 1v1 would have been able to push the fight into Mad Lux's favor. There was that time that Blaze dropped down. I actually got the drop on a Lucrative when, you know, a soldier drops onto you like that and you take that first 100 damage rocket, you know, you trust that your team, after he misses that second rocket, you're like, he's not going to be able to reload another rocket. You guys are going to kill him, right? Right, guys? Guys.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped. He was unlucky.
And it just seemed like there were a couple of times where they had, you know, relatively speaking, all the time in the world to push in and, like, make the Uber count. But, you know, maybe they didn't scout it out enough. Maybe they're just like, they're so eager, like, yeah, we got full ad, we got all these advantages, and then they push in and you know, they scuff their push. There was one I remember where they jumped the demo, they flashed the scout in through river, and all of a sudden they've got a gun on one side and they've got the entire froyotech combo on the right side, and they're completely on the low ground, so they're locked out from doing any meaningful damage. That's it's quite unfortunate, but it's, you know, the 3-0 score at the half, which I forgot there was halves in American TF2. I'm so used to just the 5-0 mercy rule. You know, just despite it being 3-0 at the half, it definitely was not as one-sided a game as maybe the kills and the logs would make it seem. But I mean, just looking at the logs right now, maybe it does paint a bit of a different story, because you're having Yomps, you're having Blaze go huge, and then you look at the Mad Luxurious soldiers. Paul Dog. I keep on calling him Paulson. Paul Dog. 16 and 14 with 319 DPN, but Okiwaka, who I'm assuming is a roamer, 1 for 16 with 4 assists. And granted, the roamer kills don't tell the entire story, but you hope to see a kill here or there. And then Lucrative and Cookie Jake both have 1 drop B. Those are both relatively similar, but the kills are going totally in the way of froyotech as well. 74 to Mad Luxurious is 47, and then. Yeah, it just seems that I suppose froyotech is just more clinical in converting those pushes into captures and those captures into round advantages.
Yeah, we see just unlucky from Oki. He just wasn't able to get the entrances that Blaze has been getting throughout the entire of the game. He hasn't been able to get any real damage onto Cookie Jake really in his bombs. He's been getting I don't know if it's just his timing's off or if it's just him not able to find the right openings, but he just hasn't really been lucky with his bombs. And I mean, it's hard when you're the roamer on the back foot. Your team's on the back foot. You got to go and you got to make the plays. And
Definitely.
When you're the last one up, you're the only one being sent in. It's hard to make something happen pretty much by yourself.
Well, sorry to interrupt you. We have actually readied up, and we're currently at the first mid fight of the second half. That's all right. I was very much enjoying the analysis. But yeah, so early on, Mad Luxurious is going to drop 3 players. Okiwaka, Paul Dog, and Nate are going to go down. Yamsu's going to go down on the side of froyotech. But Froya, they're like sharks, man. They smell blood. As soon as they get that little whiff, they're like, all right, let's just punish these guys, And so you're actually going to see Banny, captain of Froyo, is really trying to pressure him. They're poking main, but looks like Mad Luxurious are going to come out through Shutter, at least start pressuring through Shutter. They know it's an even Uber situation, so be interesting to see whether he's going to take it dry, he's going to force an exchange, or they're going to have an off-class play. And we do have Nate up on the sniper as well on the side of Mad Luxurious. So let's see how they take this in. What do you think they're going to do?
We saw in that mid, Habib's just been getting the mid so much faster. He's not having any scout pressure on him, so he's pretty much able to do whatever he wants. He locks out Lucrative again from the middle. Lucrative's just not able to participate in these middles right now. He's just in the sad zone. We see 2 players from froyotech going to water here. They're going to be met by Oki. He's going to get a lot of damage onto the scout. He's going to drop Eric down. He's not 1v1 with Blaze with just a sliver of help, but he's going to get some help from Nate, but not before Oki goes down. So 2-for-1 trade in favor of Mad Lux, but I don't think they're really going to be able to do anything with this. Demo's still alive. It's really hard to get onto. As we see a soldier rushing into the lobby, Paul Dog's going to go down very low, but he's actually going to get surfed out and not take any fall damage. They're going to keep himself alive. Vodder's pressuring River pretty hard, but he's just getting met with Habib and a scout from Banny, who both are just getting tanked.
Eric is up on the heavy weapons.
Heavy class.
Eric is the heavy weapons guy. You love to see the Pudas come out, folks. You really do. And so I reckon they're just going to use just the sheer raw power of the heavy to force their way in here. Because, once the Ubers are exchanged, all of a sudden there's a heavy. How do you deal with that? You don't. So we're going to see the Ubers popped in on Yomps. The Ubers are exchanged. No opening frags yet. Cookie Jake's Uber has faded. He is going to go down.
That means
Eric's
no Krippos on the heavy. So the heavy's going to walk in here, but he's not going to have very much help. You can see a soldier bombing onto Lucrative. Lucrative's going to take about 100 damage. He's going to get back in the spot. He's trying to keep his team alive here. The scouts are going to pressure on this heavy. He's only on 15 HP, and we have a demo, and River is going to go down as well. That was a very good push from Madlux. It was kind of aided by a huge mistake from the side of froyotech.
Yeah, they seemed like they maybe popped a bit too early, or and maybe they just flashed too many players. The big thing I noticed is as soon as that Uber faded, Cookie Jake was on the low ground, and once you seed that high ground advantage in a goalie watch last, you might as well just wipe it off and be preparing for the next time you can push last. Because
we do have a sniper in big door right now from the side of Yomps, as Cookie Jake's gonna bow down Paul Dog. We have 2 very low players. Oki's gonna go down, and Nate's gonna get chipped down from afar as he was just 2 health. Lucrative's already leaving. His body might be caught in. He's got a scout chasing down, some pills coming in. He's got nothing loaded. He's got no stickies. Oh, he's gonna try to get out, but he's gonna get caught out by the rest of froyotech, as Lucrative has escaped. He does have a slight Uber advantage here, but no demo on the last. This is just an open side right now for froyotech, as they're gonna a flashing neon sign to just push now.
they can see. They can see. You know, they've got the. Oh, Lucrative almost goes down there from an arrow from Cookie Jake. That would have been a big old drop. Another top 10 worthy play if it would have happened, but they don't have the beef here, so they don't have the ability to really effectively deny Mad Luxurious from taking this space into lobby. But they do have Yomps, who, as we said earlier, is on the shotgun pocket. But he's just going to jump in as a fake him out. Actually, no, he gets body and river. He gets body and river, and that's the first frag that you need, folks.
That's
once
huge.
you get that demo,
They
get Nate too. So now it's a 4v6. Eric and Blaze do go down here. So it'd be interesting to see. Habib is pressuring from river, and Banny just says, "Nope, I'm just gonna go start putting pressure on last." Doesn't amount to anything. Gets cleaned up almost instantaneously. Habib is in no man's land
gonna go
here
down
in
low too.
river
He's
as
gonna
well.
get cleaned up. Both he and Banny pushed in from river. They didn't have any heal. They walked in. They got cleaned up by the heal scout from Nate here. The Uber's gonna come out, but he's gonna get dropped. Nate gets dropped by Lucrative. Lucrative's gonna get forced to keep body alive. Yomps is going with the supercharge. He's gonna try to get behind just to distract the rest of the Uber from Mad Lux. Looks like we're gonna try to push out from Shutter from the side of Mad Lux, and we have a spy going into lobby. What? I thought he just bumped into Paul Dog, but he's actually gonna walk back to last. So we see Banny on the spy off class on last, while the rest of Mad Lux is trying to push out. He's a decloak on the point, but Paul Dog's still there. He's gonna draw 2 players back though, so it's only a
Paul Dog goes down,
right now.
He goes down to the Banny spy, and then Banny gets cleaned up. But oh my God, had that scout not have been there, it would have been a bad time for Mad Dog. And then you see Paul Dog in the chat. Please don't do that to me again.
Paul Dog just got embarrassed by the Banny spy. That's a yikes from me, dog. As the scout that was up with Lucrative did end up going down in that fight, because there was just basically the 2 of them versus the rest of froyotech, minus Banny, I guess. So he's not gonna have his Uber yet. He wasn't building at all during that entire time that Cookie Jake was.
Now they've got 30% ad to work out on. Yeah, they've got 30% ad.
It's just by building, like just not being able to build and not having anybody with them. They should know this on the side of froyotech, but Lucas trying desperately to build up the rest of his Uber here.
They're gonna get forced in here in lobby. And Banny, or not Banny, Habib recognized that it was a bad situation, so as soon as his Uber was popped, he just, backs himself out of lobby, gives it up. It looks like they're gonna be hiding. They're hiding in this
There's
lower
4 players
area.
lower. They're taking a lot of damage. They get tricked in body, and Paul doesn't go down as well. They get
3 frags out of it too. They get 3 frags. Mad Luxurious still does have full Uber advantage here, but they drop 3 in that exchange. And
he's gonna drop.
He's gonna drop the Habib pipe. Jesus, at it again, folks. Habib, oh, what can't he do? What can't he do? World's best demo man. We're seeing it live in the flesh right here. So
Lucrative there. You gotta wonder, why didn't he just use his Uber into the entirety of froyotech that was in that lower area? Or when they were pushing it last, he should just use his Uber to clean up those frags. You got 2 greedy trying to preserve the Uber advantage, and we're gonna go on to our 5th middle here. Who are you watching here, Jazz?
I'm actually watching Cookie Jake at the moment. I'll do a little bit of free camming at the moment. You're gonna see 2 Mad Luxurious
go down on the low ground, and Lucrative's gonna get caught out here. It's kind of alone, just a scout with him on the low ground. They're completely separated from body up on the high ground. Looks like they're just they are trying to run up here. It's even number situation, same classes on each side. Body's gonna go down very low. He's gonna get this health pack to walk back forward, but right now it's just Ed trying to frontline versus this demo. He's taking so much damage. He's gonna go down.
He goes down.
Lucrative's gonna go for a saw. He's so desperate to try and make anything happen.
And he goes down to the Banny. He does pick up Habib though, and the reinforcements have arrived through Big Door and through Choke, so it's not all for loss. Nate is actually... Oh no, never mind. He just gets cleaned up by Banny. Easy clap, as they say. They're gonna get the point, but yeah, certainly was a bit more drawn out than I'm sure most teams would have liked it to be. But Froyo still has this 3-man advantage and full Uber advantage as well, and they're just gonna use it. Banny's just gonna plus forward into body. He's gonna pick up body. They're just gonna get some pressure on the spawn. Yomps is gonna whip the shotgun out, and then they've got 3 frags. Surely
they already got the cap time. They're gonna run forward onto the point here, and they're just gonna cap it out. That was a very fast second half there for Froyotech.
And that's going to be the GG's in the chat, and I think that means the game is over in North American rules. So Froyotech 5-0 against Mad Luxurious. It was a heck of an entertaining game, guys. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed that as it being my first NATF2 cast. What are your thoughts on the games?
I honestly, I think Mad Lux was in it in the first half. They're going. There's a little bit of back and forth there, but I think in the second half, after you've already gone down 3-0, it's hard to stay positive. It's hard to keep that mumble environment upbeat, keep people happy, and they just couldn't keep up with the pace of froyotech, as Mad Luxurious are going to go down to a 5-0. Paul Dog on the getting the short end of the stick at this time, only getting a 1 frag in the second half. Okiwaka did turn up a little bit more. He was able to get a little bit more out of his bombs, especially on mids. But, the one thing that stood out to me was Habib was so dominant on these mids. He was able to lock out Lucrative almost entirely from a couple of the mids. They did end up winning out one mid when the scouts came back, and there's a little bit of overextension from froyotech into the Mad Lux big door. But it just wasn't enough. You can't. You gotta have a little bit more control over the mids if you're able to.
100%.
If you want to have any kind of footing. Yeah. It was
it's
not a good look.
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I think that despite the logs being one-sided, it very much felt to me that if Mad Luxurious were able to get those crucial frags in the moments that it would have counted, like it could have been a much closer game on the official score line. But I think not getting those frags is really what separates these quote unquote low invite teams from a team like froyotech. Froyo's got, in my opinion, probably the best players in the world all on their roster. So it's almost as like you have invite and then you have froyotech, and like you can take rounds off of them, and as we saw earlier in the season, like 100B beat them. But at the end of the day, I think that experience that they have with Banny as main caller, with Habib just putting out fat damage, and then their combo scouts and their flanks and their roamers and their pockets, it's just it's like a David versus Goliath, but Goliath almost always wins. So but I think if you're Mad Lux, there's definitely positives to take away from that, and it's I'm not sure how many games are left in the season, and if they're out of playoff contention, but they're definitely a good team. I've been told they are completely out of playoff contention, so better luck next season, guys. But
Yikes, dude! Oh no, you can't just bully my mans like that.
I don't have any skin in the game in North American TF2, so I'll just say what I will. But
speaking of playoffs, though, this is going to be good for froyotech. Always getting those 5 goals is going to be good for boosting their lead right now over 100B. They're trying to get that first seed, and it's looking good for them right now, as we are looking toward the first ever RGL LAN in season 2. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna probably be watching it. I don't know who's casting it, but if you guys need someone, you can give me a call. I might be around, but.
Surely a Just Jazz cast from across the ocean. I can make it happen. Believe me.
That's the point of the LAN, though. You're just gonna be the one guy. We'll put a little headset there for you.
Just bring me in. Just bring me. I'll fly out,
Skype. We'll have a little laptop there with your face on it.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. All right.
Say no more.
But, all right, I think that's going to do it for our cast today, guys. Thank you for joining us from across the. I guess we're both in the middle of the pond right now, casting. So we appreciate you coming out. You got any shout-outs, Jazz?
Shout out to my boys at Bruh Moment, my Oz Fortress team. First place main this season. Believe me, folks, it's going to happen. And shout out to everybody who tuned in, and shout out to everybody from Oz Fortress.
All
but
right,
not from Europe. Europe is the enemy.
Yikes! All right. Well, I'm holding you. I'm holding you to that first place claim coming up. All right. Well, that's gonna do it from us here at teamfortress.tv. We appreciate you guys coming out. We will be having some more invite matchups coming to you later this week, so stay tuned and give us a follow. Thank you so much for coming out, guys, and thanks. A special shout out to Looster for doing this stuff for us. He's always the one that shows up and is always producing it, and we love to see the Looster cast.
Amen.
Looster on the mic when? All right. Lucy, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to the Rolling Stones and God.
All right, never do that again. Anyway, Looster.
Amen.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next time.